Welcome to the episode of Ground Floor, where we can agree to disagree, still be family. That's the theme song, What Up, Though, from my second album, Lee World, on the music and copyright. Don't mute nothing. I'm your host, title Lee. This my home. I guess we don't see Brother Jerome no more. He ain't got no glasses. Co-host Jerome, Middle Ground and Shield Ministry on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Hey,
he just
man,
don't want the glasses no more. He just gangster with it now. Look at him.
Hey, I switch it up, man. Sometimes I come on here with the glasses, and sometimes I come on here and be without them. But let's go, man. We should be in for a good one tonight.
Yep, and I want to give a special shout out to my sister-in-law. We went to her mom, Miss Naomi Moore, memorial earlier. Great lady. She made an impact in a lot of people's lives. Give a shout out to her. Had a good message about, are you wasting your time or are you doing a lot with your time to impact people? Good service. Great person. But here we go.
My condolences, brother.
Appreciate it. Today's topic, wife or girlfriend, what's the difference?
Ooh.
Saw that on tonight's conversation. A lady asked that question. And the dark-skinned lady I was married, she was just, like, she had the AK just like a wife is boom, 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 like, that's real. I'm like, okay, she taught her something. She was like, was going with it like, you ain't wrong. You know? So, what's your definition of a wife or a girlfriend?
Man, it's funny because I just feel like the moment you bring up the term wife, we have to base it off of the Bible. Honestly, I haven't fully read the Quran, Hindu, any other religion to speak on it from their perspective. But from the Bible perspective, we talk about it a lot. We hear it a lot. Proverbs 31. I think that's the definition of a wife when you really look at it from A to Z. While we're talking live, I just I'm gonna pull up a version on here that we can read live just to throw out a couple of different points, because you get a lot of people to talk about the whole
because verse 1 through 10, I think King Lemuel asked his mom what type of wife he should have, and she told him basically he need to be a righteous king before he try to find that queen. And verse 10 to 31 start explaining who she is and the qualities she have.
You're right about that. Okay, so yeah, verses 10. So this is the NLT. Basically says, who can find a virtuous and capable wife? She is more precious than rubies. Her husband can trust her, and she will greatly enrich his life. We can stop right there. Let's just stop right there for the moment. A virtuous woman, you want someone who has that relationship with God. She honors God. She knows that you are the head of the household. She understands that you are the leader. Not that she doesn't have a say-so. Not that she can't bring things to the table. Not that she can't even be the breadwinner for that instance. But when it comes down to the leadership, when it comes down to, just basically, being that catering type of mindset, she understands that. A lot of people use the word submissive. That she understands that the husband leads that household, and that is what it is. And then that second part, where it just was on verse 11, her husband can trust her. Quite honestly, I feel like a lot of times in the girlfriend stage, you see some people out there who just can't trust their mate. And I've had this conversation in the barbershop several times where the young ladies will say, I just don't trust him. I just don't trust him. And I always raise my hand like, well, wait a minute. If you don't trust him, why y'all have 2 kids? You clearly not using condoms. So it's one of those things where if you didn't trust them, why are you trusting them with your life? Because every time you lay down in that bed with them, you trusting them with your life. And so it's kind of like
Mhm.
you hear people and they contradict themselves a lot. So I think that's a major difference there. Let's see. Verse 12 says, she brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. I've seen it far too many times, man. The boyfriend, girlfriend stage, it could be good if it has the dating with purpose where you're trying to propose to her, make her the wife. But when it's just a toxic situation, which is so many of those out there, it just makes for a bad thing. It says brings him good, not harm. You know how many dudes then got jumped?
You ain't lying.
You think about that, Jeff. Think about how many dudes out here that's been jumped off of him not doing what the girl wanted, or he was out too late, and this, and this.
Lied
So I
on
want
him.
to go over every verse in here. We'll go down to 14. She is like a merchant ship bringing her food from afar. So that point right there is just like,
Businesswoman.
yeah, hey, you going to the ends of the earth for this man. You going to bat for him to support him to take care of him. It's like we both from the D. You work downtown. We're not talking about when the snow out there where it's putting their life at risk. We're talking about cold winter morning, and you at work like, hey, I left my lunch at home. I'm tired of spending my money down here for this food that I don't like. Did you bring the lunch up here? If she get the, I'm tired, I'm not doing. Wait a whoa.
That's wrong teammate.
That's the wrong way to go about this. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you got a dude who goes to bat for you. Like all she got to do is text you or call you and say, "Hey, I'm over here on Finkel in Wyoming. I got a flat tire. I don't know what I hit. No matter how cold, what the weather conditions are, she know that you're gonna be there for her. You're gonna get there as soon as you can. And if you personally can't get there, you're gonna send the AAA, whatever it is that you got, but you're gonna make sure you get out there as quick as possible. That's my take, man.
Now, since you gave us the Deacon Rome version of things, I got to give you the other side of it. The reason why it's so hard to find that type of woman, because a lot of these females want to act like a guy and they for the streets. And I didn't know some females that wanted to, what's the right word I want to use that's more business like? They want to switch up the numbers when they really start want to settle down because, you hear a female talk, oh, I'm grown, I can do what I want. You're right. But let's be real. Don't no man want a woman that everybody can have. So if she's someone that has slept with 50 people, she might say she slept with 5 or 10 when she meet that dude she want to marry. Because if he take you home to mom and she can peep game, mom going to tell you how you fun, but don't bring that thing back to my house. That ain't it. So we need to start with the line when some female I say, well, I can do whatever I want. No, you can't, because every woman wants to be a wife at some point. And you don't want your past to hinder you from being that wife. Let's say you told that man, I only been with 3 people. Y'all go downtown, check out a concert. And this dude is like a house party 3 moment. Shanae? Hey, Bob, Shanae, girl, what's up with you? And the dude looking like, man, what the dude calling her head bob for? Now, what to do, you got some cats ain't got no sense. And like, excuse me, bro. Why you just spell my lady by calling her head bob like, oh, man, I ain't trying to expect, but back in the day, bro, we called her head bob because she did that thing, you know what I mean? Like, but she told me, she's been like 3 people. She barely done anything. And this dude talking like y'all had a good time for a long time. The other way of saying that, but you talking like you this good Christian flower that ain't been touched. And some people that touch this thing put their UV light on it. So my fellow sisters, no matter what race, think about these short-term choices that are having long-term consequences. When you're in a girlfriend state, like you said, you lay it down with a dude. If you ain't got a condom on, it's 100% chance you're going to get pregnant or STD. Well, I don't really care about the dude. That was something on Kevin Samuel's show that people got mad, but these are real people saying, and I'm asking a basic question. Why didn't you and the baby father work it out? Now, I don't care about that bum, but you didn't think enough to make him wrap it up. Now, for the rest of your life, you are attached to this bum, as you call him. But now you want someone to come in and be stepdad. And if you don't want to, you're upset. And like y'all say, we think down there, y'all got to stop thinking down there. Because Pookie ain't always going to turn into a pumpkin. He's just going to be Pookie. A homosexual sleeping on your couch, playing your PS5, driving your car. But he got a six-pack. He look good. He take me to Pound Town. And that's all the hell you got to show for you, idiot. Cause you let Big Mom be in the room, she gonna say the worst of that. Like, you got 3 kids, but what? What is wrong with you? Why ain't you thinking? Well, I'm grown. Like, yeah, but you gonna want a good man, like a Cliff Huxtable type, to help you raise them kids. And a lot of these dudes ain't trying to sign up for that mission. This ain't the mission impossible. I choose to decline. Next. Because I got to deal with Pookie. And in some cases, Pookie still come to that back door like Jody, as they said in them songs back in the day. He won't deal with all that. So you got to be a little more cautious in girlfriend state and think about the choices that can affect you down the road, because every woman wants to be a wife. They lie when they say they don't. Right now, you in these streets having a good time. But when you want to settle down and be the soccer mom, you want a good man to be coming home to. And I hope you ain't got a lot of skeletons in that closet that's just falling out the car, the back door. He gonna see it. And I know some people I've encountered that numbers dwindled. Like, he bought it? Thumbs up. But I thought you can do what you want. I'm grown, blah, blah, blah. So it does matter. But Big Mama's taught me that years ago. Shout out to Kitty, Cheryl, a lot of people that we know over here that taught us, like, that stuff matters because you got to pass the mama test. And I'm like, well, you know, she grown. Like, here, listen. 3 o'clock in the morning conversations, cousin Derry. I'm saying, okay, well, you know better than me. You're a woman. When she grow up mentally, she gonna want a real man by her side. But mama job is to make sure the ones for the streets don't get you. So you ain't got them problems like a Travis Hunter possibly could have. Because you might be picking the wrong type that's going to not make you look good in public. Because they ain't playing their position well. And if mama and them, they smoke weed, they drink, they been in the streets, so they know what it look like. So they know how you put that nice, good Christian girl outfit on. Like, I see that wolf tail girl. Hey, son. Nah, dog. They ain't it. But I give it 6 months. You're gonna start seeing what I guarantee she's gonna turn to a wolf fun when she get comfortable. But how did you know? Because I was out there. And we forget they were young adults as well that used to drink and have fun too. So they know what them streets look like. And It's a lot to be a wife because we don't value a wife nowadays. You know, we got this hoe culture, so a lot of people feel like hoes are winning. Not really. It's nothing like a beautiful woman that ain't out here in the streets that's going to help her man get to what his purpose is and shine and look fine, not showing everything. You can be after 5 sexy and not 2 Live Crew sexy all the time. I get it. I love women. I love the pie. But it's a time, place, everything. You ain't got to move some dress on 24 hours a day. You can switch it up. You have to keep dressed. Now, women taught me you keep coming outside like that, it's certain attention you're looking for. And when you're a wife, granted, your female dude's going to be in your face anyway, but there's a difference when you are dressing a little modest and sexy compared to you got all the curves, you got all that show and walking outside, and you got 30 dudes in your face. Now he got to prove his love like 5 heartbeats. Because somebody going to be disrespectful, they're going to need to get left upside the head. I remember a man who's playing Captain America now. He was on Wendy Williams a few years ago. And they were talking about dating. And he said, make daddy a sandwich. And she tried to come with that, well, what you talking about, make daddy a sandwich? He started breaking down. You know, you want to take you on a date, spend money on you, open the car door. If a dude talk slick, knock him upside the head. Well, yeah, so make daddy a sandwich. Then she shut him off like, you got a point. Like, if you knew, you already knew this because you older, so he didn't say nothing crazy. We all got to play a part like the tire. Boyfriend's been changing tires for 1,000 years.
Hey, 100%. You know, when you look at girlfriend from high school to when you get in your 20s, 30s, 40s and up, I just feel like there's an involvement to the girlfriend. It's kind of like people kind of, in a sense, in a way, happy about a girlfriend thing in the early 20s. Like, okay, you know, you with so-and-so, they happen to be so-and-so's girlfriend. When you start getting into the 30s, the 40s, the 50s and up, most of the young ladies that you will date, they're not going to be content with just being girlfriend.
Nah. And
so when you go out there and look at girlfriend, it only comes with short-term benefits. It doesn't have any long-term benefits. You know, you get long-term benefits when you get the last name of the person that you're with. You know, even if you did a hyphenated last name for whatever reason, whatever business you're doing, if you feel like, hey, I got to do a hyphenated name because of XYZ, and your husband's fine with that, you know, that's cool. The thing about it is, girlfriend has an expiration date when you really think about it. It's like that's not something you want to be for the long haul. Whereas the wife, she got the bragging rights when it comes down to titles alone, because the wife, 9 times out of 10, not everybody's household, but 9 times out of 10, she has access to almost every bank account. She has access to the car keys. And I get it. Some people are real big car guys. They don't let their wife drive the, you know, sports car or whatever. But let's just be real, fellas.
You're going to drive it.
You're going to drive it. You know, it's going to come a time where something in life will happen, whether it's a good reason, a emergency reason. Your spouse may have to use your vehicle, and fellas, damn that vehicle that you have. At the end of the day, you have insurance for a reason. If something happens to it, you get you another one. You know, at the end of the day, you know, if you got one of those, I always tell everybody, if you got one of those classics or something like that you only pull out once in a blue moon, that's something different. They may never touch that because they know that's your baby. But we're talking about your SUVs, your sedans, you know, your sports vehicles, the things that you pulling out of the garage or the storage unit all the time. I mean, that wife is going to drive the thing if it really comes down to it. Girlfriend, not so much. So it's kind of like, the benefits of the girlfriend really only has benefits from a short-term standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hate to put a time limit on it, but I'll just say, realistically, when you start dating somebody in the 30s and up, most people got a little time frame in their head that they're not going to wait around too long, waiting on somebody that popped the question. So I would say the ideal window for most of the women that's going to be 30 and up for you to pop the question, if y'all on that level, it's going to usually be between 3 and 5 years at the most.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I call it dating with purpose. When that girlfriend, you just need to know what it is because you could be girlfriend for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You need to know what's going on up front. So I just feel like overall, the benefits that Proverbs 31, and we can even just use natural examples, like I just gave you. They have access to the bank accounts. When you're a girlfriend, let's just be real. Your dude might give you his card to do something every now and again, but a lot of people, you're not on his account. You're not. You're not on any of those type of things. And let's talk a little deeper. Let's talk life insurances. You're definitely not on that life insurance.
Nah. I mean, it's more benefits on a wife's side because you get the Social Security if you die, any life insurance policies, any money that was in any banks he had comes to you. So when you get married, it's more security for that lady than a girlfriend. Now, if you're a girlfriend for 10-something years, this ain't even a spoiler. He ain't trying to marry you. And you know that. But you don't want to start over. It's scary. Because that's a long time to not have that last name. And that last name does matter. Because at some point, in my opinion, from a lot of different women I've talked to over the years, you want to know that some man value you enough to marry you and make that commitment to take care of you till they die. You ain't just out here giving it up, doing all type of something strange. And well, you know what? You 5 years older. This girl, Laree, she 25. I'm about to get rid of you. Then you start getting bitter. But you gotta take some accountability with your choices as well. Because one of the things that when we start talking about the manosphere and all these things, you had a lot of females getting on social media dissing dudes making 40,000 to 100-something thousand like they scrubs. And these some hard-working brothers that want to get a wife. And you just discarding them because they not making 600,000. And if you do give that dude making 600,000, he got all type of options. Why he about to be a loyal husband to you? He finally arrived. He Tony Stark. He about to see what that lifestyle feel like. And what are you doing? He over 600,000. He probably got someone that's a chef. Probably got someone to clean the crib. Your job is do something strange. But you're in competition with the other females doing something strange. That's a lot of work. So you can't come in with I'm a cookie clean. I already got that. But she head bob out the chandelier. What you gonna do? Oh, don't clutch your pearls. Nah, boo. Time is money. I got 4 ready to get down right now. What you offering? Oh, you want me to be Cliff Huxtable? Do you know who I am? You check my Forbes stats. What you thought? You ain't even got my money. What you talking about? You ain't even, you shouldn't even got in through the door. Because you make what, 70,000? You ain't nowhere near my level. And you trying to talk like we here. No, we're not. And he could be an asshole. It ain't right, but he makes 600,000. The world is his oyster right now. So don't discard these dudes making 40 to 100,000 because they might find their true purpose and they can make what he making, and you can help him build. So I've heard a few black females, not all. I want the finished product. So if he's going to build a painting company empire. Just say that's what his purpose is. I've heard too many say, well, I don't want to be there in the process. I need attention. Wouldn't it be wise to be right there with him? So when he build Egbert Painting LLC, you helped him and you're going to reap all the benefits? Because if he built it without you, if he's smart like me, you better get a prenup. Like, I don't know. You ain't put in on this. You don't deserve half of my. You ain't do nothing to help me get it. Why you get half? You ain't that fine.
Hey, that what you touching on is good because think about it like this. I think a statistic just came out a couple of days ago that said 70% of the women that's married by 40 have college degrees,
Mm-hmm.
and based off the stats today. And so I'm not saying that everybody that's getting married has a college background, but what I'm trying to use this reference is they're meeting the husbands either in college, the same university that they go to,
Mm-hmm.
or some of the friends that they go to school with know somebody at a different university. So
Or functions, whatever you might be into.
Events. The fact of the matter is, when you are in college, you're usually out and about a lot more. You're actively walking into those classes. You're actively going to different functions and different events.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. Like you was just talking about. When you look at a girlfriend, 9 times out of 10, you have your place. He has his place.
Yep.
And however you guys agree, usually when people upgrade to the next level, sometimes the dude stay, if she has a house already, they'll just conform and go stay over there and do their thing. But what I'm starting to see today with a lot of the young folks 35 and under, they're staying with one another before they're we used to hear the word shacking up.
Yeah.
The older saints don't like that, but what it seems like the young men I talk to, what they're learning is, why would I take that type of a leap and jump into something where she could be showing me a facade of who she is, and I could be showing her a facade of who I am. But if we actually live together 6 months, a year, I'll get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly, yeah. Hey, but
Some people
when I say the good,
are spies.
yeah,
They play that character for years before they get tired and get the truth.
One thing you can't hide when you stand. Well, I should just speak. If I was the person, one thing you can't hide is what the person looks like in the morning without makeup, with or without weave. Whether they natural or they use weave, that's all fine and dandy. But you need to know what that person looks like. Usually, when you stay with a person, you get a chance to see what their spending habits is like. You get to, because eventually you're going to get packages delivered to that place, so you're able to see where all the money is going, weekly, daily, however it is. So it's always good to get a chance to really look at all of those things, because there's plenty of people who getting hoodwinked out here left and right when they go and they say, I do to a person, whether it was the male giving them, a representative up front and the female giving them a representative up front.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you that benefits of that girlfriend or that boyfriend is definitely something that you want to only last for a length of time, but not a long time. It's a short-term goal that you want to end with taking it to the next level, because let's be honest, nobody has time to waste, energy to lose in somebody that's wasting your time. And for the fellas, because we're expected to, pay for pretty much a lot of things in a relationship. You invest in a lot of time, a lot of money into the individual, and you better make sure that that individual is worth the ring that you plan on looking at or not. But I always say, be real with the person that you're dating, man. If you know this thing ain't working out and you know that you don't see marriage with that person, you need to let that person know, especially, when a young lady's kind of telling you what her goals are in her future and what it is that she's looking for. It's like, don't string her along type
Now,
of.
I will say something for men and women. Don't lose that essence that brought y'all together as boyfriend and girlfriend, where y'all had that home level friend vibe. It's us against the world. That needs to stay infused when y'all move to the marriage level. Because the day-to-day operations of the household can bog you down a little bit, the kids, but that essence of what made y'all click still needs to be at the core that keeps y'all there. Because it's easy to just get robotic in the, okay, she got cheerleader, he got football, this one got band, and then y'all stop really just, so how was your day? What's up with you? And that would just say something y'all always did. Y'all have a 5-10-minute conversation, just throwing the ball around each other. What's going on with you? Everything okay? Y'all stop doing that. That thing that y'all did to keep y'all on the same team still needs to happen. It just is morphed into a bigger universe because y'all become one. And y'all the same team. Y'all not Marvel, DC villains and superheroes fighting each other. Y'all are the same team. Don't get lost in that. And sometimes you don't need to tell people what's going on in your situation. Especially, I would say, on both sides, especially with females, because some tend to be influenced by people they think know more than them. And when you step back, unless they're coming from the scriptures, they don't. They might have experience, but it ain't good experience. If they can't pull out, we had a rough patch in 2005, but we got back in that Bible where in Peter 1 and say, wives, submit yourself to husband, and likewise, husbands, submit yourselves to them. They ain't telling you nothing good. They gonna tell you some ghetto love story crap where y'all gonna be beefing. Because when y'all go talk to other people and go vent, you still need to come back and find a resolution to the issue. So y'all can file that away as resolved. But if y'all don't, y'all always keep talking to the people y'all go to, and y'all got a stack of court cases that y'all have grievances that y'all need to be like the old night court show. Okay, well, Monday, February 20th, you didn't open the car door. It pissed me off. How we want to deal with that one? And he like, man, it's 25. You still mad at that? Oh, I got more because in 21 you did you tripped me by accident. You said excuse me. Like what? Oh yeah, I got my this stack is a fictional but real thing. You might have yours too, because when you go talk to other people, but they're not saying, well, y'all need to come back and resolve those issues so Y'all don't go to bed angry with each other. Y'all building up court cases of problems and grievances that ain't been dealt with. That could become, you know what? I hate you. I hate you. Sign the papers, you dog. Like, dang. When they just lovey-dovey 2 years ago, they start communicating and have a real conversation. Get some water, Gatorade, Jack, whatever your flavor, but talk about them things for real.
Hey, you bring up a good point, because I often tell everybody, when you go from just being that girlfriend and now you have the title of wife, the thing that you've been longing for us men, what we did in the beginning to get her, we got to do throughout to keep her.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell women it's the same way for them, because oftentimes for women, a lot of women are marrying the guys based off of potential.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is, let's just say I'm dating a young lady and I'm in grad school when I meet her. I'm in grad school to be a doctor. I plan on having, my own, office. Say I plan, it could be that, it could be I'm in law school. So whoever I'm dating, they understand, hey, he's planning to be a lawyer, he's in school, he's this. So they're looking for longevity. They're looking at, okay, he's here today, but he's going to be there in some years to come. So with that being said, when you go into the marriage, you have to, on top of those Proverbs 31 traits and characteristics, one thing that you want to do is your upkeeping. You want to make sure that the same things you did to get that man, that you do throughout the relationship. And one of the things a lot of women end up doing is, they love to get their hair done. They love to get their nails and toes done, the petty and the mani. If you're into the waxings and all of that type of stuff, all of those different things that you did, don't allow work and children to be the reason that you're not exuding those things before you do, because those are the things that made him get down on one knee and ask you to marry him. Yep. And so you want to keep those things. You may not be able to do things as much as you used to because y'all have several kids now. You may have to schedule some things. But what Jeff is talking about with the whole, when y'all go out, we could call it whining and dining. Figure out what's in your budget. If what's in your budget now that y'all have kids and all of that is once every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, make that one time every 2 weeks count. Make sure y'all spend that day, whatever that date is going to be, whether it's go eat something, go see a movie, go eat something, go skating, go eat something, go to Dave and Buster's, Top Golf, whatever it is that y'all do for fun to engage, make it about you two, just like it was when you first started dating. Even if you come in and you already have a existing child and you guys are a blended family, still make y'all dates about one another, because life is too short to always plan things based around y'all children when everything starts with husband and wife. So it starts there.
And your job in your church shouldn't see the best of you more than your husband see it. That's a cop-out. If you got your hair, your nails, your sexy outfits smelling good, the church and your job shouldn't see that better than you. And your husband see the bonnet and rollers all the damn time. That's some bull. Just like vice versa. Church and job shouldn't see him suited and booted. And he walk around here like a slob looking, quit playing.
Hey, at the end of the day, we understand, ladies, that y'all not as visual as men. But let's just be honest.
They know.
But, at the end of the day, y'all are able to see. And
they wouldn't wear half the stuff they wear if they didn't know we were visual critics.
Exactly. So
Let's
at the
call
end
it
of
what
the
it
day,
is.
at the end of the day, you want a dude to be clean cut. Even if they got dreads, you still want his dreads to be clean.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what hairstyle the man has, the woman is going to want that man to have really nice, well-groomed individual. You want him to have that beard shaped up right. You want to have the line up right. You want him to go ahead and have all of those things together. I always tell people that wardrobe, your gear, whatever terminology y'all using, at the end of the day, truthfully, you could come along and say, you know what, so-and-so's gear is not where it needs to be. But you as the woman, you can help elevate that man to the next level, because you got to realize there's people out here who could care less about fashion. Like, hey, look at fashion. And you could come in and say, hey, instead of you wearing this, I'm going to start buying you this and put this on, you do this. And he'll do it for you because of the way that you coming at him. You're not attacking him. You just make suggestions. And a dude, you know, when he knows that you got his back, you supportive, and you his piece, he's going to go out there and do everything he can to continue to please you. And if you're telling him, hey, I like it when you wear XYZ. You look good the other day when we went to so-and-so's birthday party and you was wearing that suit. I think this color looks really good on you. Because let's be honest, man, some of us, men and women, have had some really toxic backgrounds in the people we dated. So sometimes you may have never heard as a man, Jeff, you look good today. I really like those shoes you was wearing when you came to my blah, blah, blah. You know, you didn't have to show up because I thought you had to work and this, and this. The fact you took off instead of doing overtime really meant a lot to me, blah, blah, blah. Like being vulnerable and just expressing your heart, you know, to your man, it's not one of those things that should be frowned upon, because let's be honest, once you get the ring, don't just get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You got the ring, but now it's time to but people call it leveling up. You want to level up in this thing. You know what I'm saying? You want to take this thing to another level. It's like I'll be honest, I never did truly learn how to play chess. And I really wish I did when I was younger. You know,
it's a beautiful thing. You figure that thing out, boy.
Hey, you play that thing. One thing I love about the game of chess is that it really makes you have to see the whole board. And when you play the game of chess, everybody understands you making power moves, not just your next move. And if you're going to get married, that's a power move. You know, you looking for that teammate. You're looking for that person that's you can come with right here, and y'all could both go like this together. And so my thing is, you know what I'm saying, when you go into that thing, go in 110% as strong and hard as you can, but understand it's a process.
Now, flip side, you definitely see it rampant when the athletes are drafted for basketball and football. The black woman is losing that battle with the other coaches because they are willing to be submissive and quiet and get that check from that dude when he get drafted. Because you have some that say, well, I should be able to speak my man at all times. Like sometimes seen and not heard will work in your favor. It's peaceful for that dude. Even with the dudes making 40 to 100,000. Other coaches are looking at them dudes and they see value. I'll be in the trenches with that dude because the work ethic he's showing, he gonna make that paint become real. And when you get on your purpose, you're gonna get there. It's gonna take time, but you're gonna get to the end of the road. And when that money start piling up, he's gonna be happily just, man, when I was dog tired, she'd help out, she'd rub my shoulders. I had moments, I had doubts, she encouraged me. She give whatever she want. Why she got all that? Because she understood it. Maybe she has someone coaching her better than some of my black women being coached. If you're in the trenches with that dude, that breeds loyalty. She really rock with. But if you one of these new age black women, not all, that like to say on a lot of social media clips you can find, I'll wait at the finish line for you. I don't want your ass. You did nothing to help me. But you want to pop the champagne. You want to go to Italy. You want to be in the whatever Bugatti so you can do it for the gram. But them times where I needed someone just to make me some a bread sandwich, something. You wasn't there trying to help me like that. So what I want you for?
Hey, you bring up a good point. But what I think is happening too is a lot of the people like us who grew up in the city. When you grow up in the city, you've seen everything under the sun. So once everybody is getting their, degrees, their career promotions and things like that, people are starting to move into the burbs.
Mm-hmm.
When you move into the burbs, the dynamics, the demographics is totally different depending on where you are. And people don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. But when you go to a predominantly white high school, predominantly white college, predominantly white neighborhood, things of that nature, the chances of your kids really being around a sister in today's time is going to be far and in between. So I think when you out there being successful today, if you want to be one of those people who are pro black everything, you really have to do your due diligence to look at what part of the city you're going to go to, what schools you're going to send them to, because it is a fact people like what they're around. And
yeah. But most colleges do have a black student union.
Yeah.
And there's only 20 of y'all there.
They do have it, but the fact of the matter is we live in a world where it's all about preferences
and convenience.
And convenience. So if somebody today says, hey, I want this over here because not only is it convenient, but she talking nicely. she talking everything I want to hear. She said she gonna be supportive. She gonna be XYZ. She's not giving the person any type of back talk. All of those different things. It's going to look a lot greener on that side. That grass will look a lot greener on that side, opposed to somebody who's giving them, like I just said, you want to be a dude's piece. And especially when you start looking into wanting to be married, if you can't be the guy's piece, it's just going to cause strife in the whole thing. And people have been through enough, especially when you start getting into your 40s, 30s, 50s, 60s. You got zero tolerance for foolishness and BS.
A wise woman that's mature, if she has a good man that she's wind up being married to, when he come home, she's going to show him she's happy he made it home safely. I missed you. But a foolish woman that still got stuff she ain't trauma she ain't let go of or dealt with or unforgiveness. Why take you 30 minutes to come home? What the hell is all that about? It's called traffic. Itchy, what the hell? It was an accident. Now I ain't like, damn, I should have just went to the bar instead of coming straight home. This bull. They may have had a jacked up day, and you coming with that energy.
Man, you just brought up a good point because I was watching something on YouTube one day and a video came up, and I'm not even sure who the lady is, but she said that she was sitting there on the couch, and she said normally she would have snapped, she would have went off like, okay, he should be home by now, and she said God told her, be careful how you respond to your husband when he comes through that door today. And so she said when he came home, instead of her popping off, she just was like, hey, helped him take off his coat. Hey, I made dinner.
Mm-hmm.
How was your day? And he said, you wouldn't believe the day that I had XYZ. And she said she, thankful that she listened because just her popping off could have been the final straw for that man, that day he came home because he had a long day. And he probably just like, you know what? There's no need for me to deal with the world of hell, and I got to come home and deal with hell.
Yeah,
like
mental health is a problem.
Mental health is
For
everything.
men, it's real.
It's real.
And we're supposed to just shove it, internalize it, and be a terminator and keep it moving. And we're human. We get affected by stuff we deal with. And if we can't be vulnerable around the one we're saying we're going to grow old and die with, because she got my back no matter what, she's going to protect me. What the hell I'm going through all this for? I may as well be out in these streets instead of doing this crap.
Hey,
and it's a sad truth.
The reality of it is, man, you got to. That's why I tell people all the time, man. Be careful what you're asking for and what you want, because being a wife, being a husband, it's not an easy thing. Some people probably make it look good on TV.
A lot of work.
Some of these TV couples, but you basically sacrificing every day. You basically, putting in your 110 to their 110, because guess what? It's gonna come a day where she don't have 110 to give you, and you got to offset what she's lacking during that time frame. It could just be one of those days that she's going through some things, whether it's family, whether it's losing a loved one. It could be all these different things. We listen to a lot of these different things all the time, and people talk about 50-50. A lot of people put a lot of emphasis on the financial standpoint, but I like to look at it from a different angle. There's going to be some things in a marriage that you as the woman would never have to do. Like pumping your gas, the oil changes, cutting the grass, all of those type of things. That's 0% your responsibility. Like I look at even like dishes, whether it's the dishwasher or anything like that. There's going to be times where you may be 100% the person doing it for that week because of your schedule. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you think you're gonna sit up there and be waiting on her to get home from whatever. Let's just say she's a nurse. Let's say she's like a Marte.
She's probably working 12 hours.
She working 12 hours, 7 to 7. You think I'm about to be sitting up there, first of all, starving until she gets home? 2, not washing the dishes if it's dishes in the sink, from that morning or whatever the case. So it's like it's one of those things where you got to just help out when you can.
Real men cook and clean.
You got to do what you got to do.
You did with your apartment.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You can't sit up here. And I get it. Some women don't want you in their kitchen, and I've seen it where some households the man can't boil water, and I get it. I get it, ladies. You know what I'm saying? But
really,
wow. It exists, Jeff. And my thing is, in that case, you know what the women do?
With YouTube and every damn thing.
Yeah, they prepare everything meal
Oh,
prep. Either they
meal
do it
prep.
for so many days out, or they have where they made something and it's leftovers the next
And
day.
I just gotta say something.
Yeah.
If you a grown ass man out there right now, you can't boil water, get your lazy ass up and get on YouTube and learn how to cook something. Your ass is too grown to be that trifling.
Hey,
You can't boil an egg.
I want you to say that again for the people in the back that didn't hear you.
Your ass is too damn grown. What if something happens and she in the hospital for the next 6 months? What the hell you gonna do? Uber Eats all damn day? Get your lazy ass on YouTube and they have step-by-step how to cook whatever. And figure it out. Call your big mama. Call someone. They will help you. You should not be a grown-ass man. And I'm going down to if your ass 21. You an adult. Hell, you 18. Your ass is a legal adult. You should be able to cook for yourself. Or you trifling as hell.
Hey, you bring up a good point because as men, I always tell everybody, man, if your girl makes 99.9% of the meals just because you don't know what you're doing in there, it's okay to say, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because that's your baby, your honey, whatever you call her, ask her to show you how to make your favorite things. I don't care if you like pork chops, ribs, steak,
Man.
chicken, vegan, vegetarian, fish. Make sure you get your girl or your mom or your grandmother or your sister, cousin, somebody to show you the ropes on. Just look, we coming up on the end of the year. Make your New Year's resolution to learn how to make 3 of your favorite foods.
And
3.
My purpose is to be a living sacrifice. So I'm going to share something with you about me. I worked at a dealership around 18, 19. Went to go get some license plates and tags. I got lost in Ohio. I vowed from that point, never again will I get lost somewhere. Because the lady told me, you go back, make it right, you good. Our poles went up and do the loop around with 75. So I'm like, I don't know. I refuse. I've been on dates. You want to go Nova, all these areas? Like, you know what? I don't really travel out there like that. Do you know how to get out there? Female looked at me like, you serious? Like, I've got lost once. I'll be damned if I get lost again. I'm not that prideful not to say, can you help me? Because if I'm dragging around for damn 12 hours, she upset. Her stomach growl. Like, why he didn't say nothing? And it's before we got all that Google stuff down. It's early 2000. No, I don't know where we're going. I got you. Had a good time. But that's what a man does. He steps to the plate. Other than that, when I was dating, I'm telling female, my mom trying to do everything but screw myself. What? You heard me? I can cook, clean, sew, whatever I need to do to take care of myself. I can't screw myself. I mean, you can whack off, but that's not fun. It's not fun. You're ready to have a beautiful woman. And then you got someone that want to test you. You can't cook. Your mom will teach you like, all right, I'm cooking dinner. Come on over. Make lasagna, some baked chicken, cook the Dunkin' Hines cake and all that. Your mom made this like, I just talked to your ass while I was cooking it. No, I made this. Dang, you can't cook because my mama taught me. She's from Alabama. So you ain't going to be a food terrorist. Well, I want you to do this. Well, I ain't cooking. Go, Negro. I'll cook an extra meal. Your ass better not touch it. Since you want to be selfish. But if you're a dude that don't know nothing, go learn. It's about to be 25. There's no excuse to be 18 and up. Man, I can't do nothing in the kitchen. You should be slapped.
Hey, and
You're too old for that.
Let's just fast forward to the times we in too, fellas. we can use technology for what it is. You have air fryers out there.
Yeah.
All you need to do is learn how to season the different things, and you can put it in the air fryer. If you're a griller, get you the grill of your choice. If you really want to not have to deal with the charcoal,
They got electric grills. You
yeah,
have in the house.
yeah, get you one of those. They got the Foreman one that you can get out there now. It's an indoor one. You can do the outdoor pellet grill. It helps to regulate the temperatures. They give you several recipes. Excuse me. But like I said, when you go into this new year, if you one of those guys, ask your girl to teach you how to make 3 of your favorite dishes, because there's going to come a time where either she's out of town for work, out of town for family, out of town for pleasure, meeting up with her girls that she went to school with, things of that nature. You don't want to be one of those dudes that has to, like Jeff said, go on Uber Eats, Grubhub. You calling all these different things, ordering everything from the restaurants or the bars to get what you need, and all of that's cool if you want to go out for one night. But what we're saying is, let it be a want and not a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go out because you like, man, I don't really want none of this, let me go up to my favorite spot, that's cool. But we're talking about breakfast, lunch, dinner, you eating something out and about every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So change it up this year. Shock your girl by you basically coming to her, asking her to show you the ropes on some things like that. If you got a griller in your family and you really want to learn how to grill, become the best griller in the family. Become the one that want to learn how to do that grill thing. Because one thing about grilling, you can do it all year round once you really know what you're doing.
And we fair on this show. Just like we're talking about female shortcomings and step up, we're going to talk about men. And you're a goddamn idiot to be 18 and up. And you can't do nothing in there to feed yourself. You can't make eggs and toast. Dog, quit playing. YouTube is free.
It's free.
They have step by step what to buy, what to do, how to, like, come on, no. And there's a lot of women that get married and have these gripes that I got to do every damn thing because he can't do nothing but go to work and hand me the check. It's more than just going to make the money, dog. Because if you want to be on that real hierarchy where it's God, husband, wife, children, everyone, you got to pay the cost to be that boss. So you leaders lead. So you got to be able to take care of your household and the kids if she ain't there. And then you probably will have a more submissive wife doing something strange from chandelier because he got it. I ain't got, oh my God, I left him at home with the kids. Oh my God, I need to FaceTime because I know this dude didn't. She shouldn't have to say you're a grown-ass man. She shouldn't be at work or whatever work thing she had to go do, sitting there like these TV shows. And I didn't like that with them shows on CBS, like to do the doofus. Can't do damn nothing. And she got a call, like, oh my God, did you do this? Did you do that? You a grown-ass man, you ain't a kid. Cut it out. Act like it. You want to be respected like you the man, you got to pay the cost.
Pay the cost to be the boss, as they say. And the crazy thing is that you brought that up. When you look at, like I said, we're gonna use somebody with a title like Marte. You got a 12-hour schedule. So that means if she starts at 7, she's trying to get to work by 6:30, 6:45. Because most nurses, you want to get there 30 minutes in advance because they got to basically tell you about certain patients and this, and this, and this. So you get your updates. So if she's getting there at 6:30, she might leave the house, depending on where you leave at 5:30 in the morning, 5:45 in the morning. And we talk about without snow. We ain't talking about with snow. So when you start talking about the elements and somebody like that, and then they get off of work, and then, here you are, we ain't talking about food. Well, I thought you washed my shirt. I thought you ironed this. And she looking at you like, wait a minute, I just did 12 hours. And you talking about me washing the shirt and ironing it. You couldn't have done that. You've been home the last 4 or 5 hours and you talking about me.
Exactly.
So fellas, all I'm saying to you is she's a helpmate. She not your maid.
Change your damn mama. Something wrong with you.
She ain't there to basically be doing these things. But ladies, this is why you got to start paying attention to certain things early on, because some of these signs was there early on.
Mm-hmm.
Your head was up in the clouds because you was just so gullible and in love with the things that the person
He got a 6-pack. He take me to Pound Town. Damn all that. You better start thinking long term. You got a grown ass man child that you got to take care of, and y'all got kids. And your ass is stressed out smoking hookah, weed, Remy, or whatever, because you feel like I'm trapped.
Hey, and the thing is, getting back to the girlfriend versus the wife, and what's the difference? When you're a girlfriend, you don't have to do any type of serious, roles or responsibilities by that title, if you will. You doing certain things, but it's not required of you to go in there and manage the household and things like that. But when you a wife, the role of the wife is she's basically the COO. She's the chief of the operation. She's operating the comings and the goings of the household. It's really what it goes down. He the CEO, the COO, and at the end of the day, y'all gotta collectively put this thing together. So if you over here putting more strain on her because she's out there working, I mean, we got to realize what time we in, folks. We in 2024 going into 25. For those of you who got the dude who doing 110% and you don't have to do nothing but look good, kudos to you. But God forbid something happens in his profession, something happens with his business, and everything starts to dwindle, and you have nothing to fall back on because you basically was just wanting to sit back. There's a such thing as being your own boss and getting your business going. But what if you got to hold down the fort for 4 weeks? Would you be able to do that in the event that the man has some things to come up? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Nobody expects to be in an accident. Nobody expects to be disabled because of a freak accident at work or things of that nature. And you don't want to be one of those people that come off as, I was just here for the money. It's people that marry for the financial security, and we get it.
True.
But at the end of the day, you want to be with the person that you're with because you truly love that individual and not the money. Because if you're there for the money, that means you'll leave for more money, in my personal opinion. Joe Blow comes along with more money, you'll leave for him. So my thing is, you got to have something that's tying you to the man, that's making you feel like you're in love. Because if you marry it for the money, you already going into that thing for the wrong reasons, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna fall a lot quicker than you expect because you going into this thing with the wrong intentions. He's thinking he's found somebody that's into him, and lo and behold, he'll find out he's not with the person who fell in love with him. They fell in love with his bank account.
And if anybody that watch this or rewatch it and say, Jeff, you talk a lot of yit about man should do this, woman should do that. What a proof in the pudding. I did it. When I would get off earlier and my wife was at work, I'd be calling from the grocery store, which one eat today? I was cooking. By the time she got home, food was already on the stove. House was straight. Clothes in the washer. If she needed something ironed, I ironed it or sewed, I sewed it. So if anybody just asks you, well, you just talking, no, I've done it. To the point she got a little damn spoiled at that point in time. And started running him out like he always cooking like don't do all that. Don't. I close up shop. Don't take for granted. I mean, it just makes sense. I'm here. Why not? I do it. And I would expect vice versa. If you here, why ain't you doing it? Teamwork. And I ain't chubby for you. I can throw down. I mean, I'm just gonna be gone, but there's a reason I got a little weight on me because the boy can cook. So anybody just asking like, he just talking all that. He trying to be Kevin. I ain't trying to be nobody but me. And we gotta get back to old school common sense.
Hey, you bring up some good points, man. I just feel like with us coming to the close of the year, a little over 2 weeks now, 17 days to be exact. I just feel like no, it's 17, no, 13 more days, right?
No, 17 because then
okay, yeah, 17, yeah. So 17 more days. I just feel like fellas, I always look at it like a job. You know how like your job do a performance evaluation, or they'll say a performance review. Do some self-reflecting. What can I do to be a better man? What can I do to be a better husband? And if you know that cooking is not your thing, like I said, choose 3. Start out with just 3 things. You know what I started out with when I was younger, man? Breakfast food. I said, hey, if I can't make nothing else, I'm going to learn how to make the breakfast food. That's going to be my lane across the board. And that was the first thing I wanted to focus on, was breakfast food. From the omelets to, doing scrambled eggs, the egg over, all the different ones.
Okay.
To all of that. I started basically with that. Then as I got around like 12 years old, I went to my uncle one day. I said, hey, man, I'm tired of starting the fire, man. Damn these fires. Let me learn. I literally, how that's what me and Claudel started the like, man, but I call them fires, man. Let me learn how to get on the grill. He said, you want to learn how to get on the grill? I said, yep. I want to learn everything from A to Z. Why did I say that? Man, I'm in there pulling that membrane off the ribs.
Yeah.
I was sitting up there like, wait a minute, I want to play video games. No,
yeah, that ain't no fun.
And he told me, he said, no, this is what you wanted. You said you wanted to learn how to do. I was like, dang.
You wanted to get.
Yeah.
You gonna get
it. Hey, I started backing up. I was trying to punt the ball. He like, no, you ain't punting. You got to go for it on 4th down. Hey, I was like Dan Campbell before Dan Campbell. I'm going for it on 4th down without even wanting to go for it. I'm wanting to punt. Coach telling me go ahead and go for the yards. But yeah, man, and he taught me, over time, I got better and better to where, well, by the time we got to like junior, senior year, hey, go put this on the grill, put this. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I was breakfast. You can make a sandwich, barbecue. Former coworker taught me how to make lasagna back in '99. And first one I made, so. But I got a huge ego. Like, I could do better. Second time I made that, boy, Negro, I tell you. I looked up, man, whoa, what the hell is, the big long pans? Boy, it's half left. Everybody seems to come down to mom crib. I'm like, I think I saw Jay be like, what the hell happened to lasagna? Oh man, Jeff, that was good as hell, man. We smashed that dog. You did your thing, like, okay, because I know when I left, I had got me a nice slice. Then I went to go hit the streets, come back. So that much left from the long pan, like, why am I like over here like this? What the hell? Ran through it. So I taught my sister how to make it.
No, that's good, man. That you evolved, and I actually had a chance to get the lasagna that you're talking about and everything. So I know your special ingredients that you put in there, and everything. But that's what it takes, man. It's like practice. I used to say practice makes perfect, but that they found out that wasn't true. It's perfect practice makes you perfect. You got to continue to keep going in there. Continue to keep going in there. Seasoning up things the same way,
Yeah.
put some different things in there to get to where you need to be, and stuff like that. So, in my take on this whole thing is the girlfriend, it has short-term benefits. It's cool to be that girlfriend for a certain amount of time. But after a while, what I've seen is you're going to want more than just that role of girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want that man to propose to you, or if you're not into marriage, you might say a life partner, where y'all got y'all, but you're going to want more. You're going to want a bigger title than just the girlfriend. And so what I would say to any young lady out there is that, be specific upfront what you want when you dating the individual. Don't get caught up in look good. There's plenty of look goods out here that's not good for you.
Nope.
And that's for the men too. There's plenty of look goods at the gym, that you go to. Plenty of look good on the outside, but we're talking about the whole package.
Gotta get to the infrastructure.
Got to get to
really
the there. I'll leave you guys with this as we do our closing remarks. I'm in sales in the building industry. And the taller the building, like your Renaissance Center, they talking about knocking down 2 of the towers. The taller the building, the deeper the foundation has to be so it can withhold that height of that structure.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying to you is, if you know you want more out of life, you want to have a husband, you want to have a wife, you want to have your children by one man, one woman, date with intention. Be intentional with the things that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I know about, if you play spades, you have clubs, spades, hearts, and diamonds. It has that face value right there. Know what's in front of you and don't fumble the rock. That goes for men and women. Do not fumble the rock on somebody that you know is a good man. Because I'm going to tell you something. We in 2024, almost 2025. That young man is not going to be as easy to replace as you think he is.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Or that female ain't going to be easy.
Yeah, and definitely that female. So, that female is not going to be as easy to replace as you think she is, young man. So what I'm saying to you is, if you did all of the checks off of your list, this is why I say, we talked about it on our show, on the Shield, where we was talking about Sierra's prayers. Do they work? And I'm a big fan of prayer. So my thing is, pray your heart out for everything that you believe, because the Bible says the Lord will give you the desires of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Knows your heart. So pray about that man, but please don't let it be that superficial foolishness. 6 foot tall, all of this, and you 5'1". Come on now. We got to stop all of this. We really got to stop all of this. I get it. I get it for young ladies who's 6'1", 6'2". You may not want to date somebody like me because I'm 5'10". And you put on some 3-inch heels, you're gonna be 6'5". You're gonna be 6'6". You put on 4-inch heels. You know what I'm saying? I understand how this thing works, but what I'm hearing out here in our world today is that people are being so superficial on certain things. When I can tell you right now that those superficial things you're looking at don't even matter, because you overlooking the UPS driver who, ladies, because of their contract they did, last year, they're going to be in the six figures if they've been in the thing. So you're overlooking people who really could take you from here to here, only if you wouldn't be caught up in what the person does for a living. If you look at who they are for who they are, you never know what that person's dreams and aspirations are. That person may say, hey, I want to open up 3 cigar lounges. I got my business plan here. I got XYZ amount saved up, and this is when I plan to do it. But if you overlook that brother because of his route, sales position, and delivery, man, you might miss out on something bigger. Even a police officer. You'll be shocked at some of the police officers' homes that I've done over the years. And I'm like, damn, man, you're a police officer? What the hell you doing? Like I'm sitting over here looking like, what? Wait a minute. And it's one of those things where if you get caught up in title, you can miss the person who over here building his own house. So the dude told me, he said, man, I got in real estate when I was 20 years old.
Okay.
And
that'll do it.
He's still a police officer, but he's still flipping houses.
Yep. Extra income.
Houses the whole time. And so the whole way he's stacking his money. So all I'm saying is don't miss out on your diamond in the rough, men, women, because you caught up in the superficial titles. You caught up in all of these different things. Because what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, the goal is people want their life partner. They want that husband. They want their wife. And you'll get that person if you take off of those superficial characteristics and hone in on what really matters. How the man treats you. Is he going to protect you? You know, things of that nature. Financial security. You know, that he's professing his love to you. He's loyal. That's what really matters. That's my take on this thing tonight. I'll let Jeff close us out with his final remarks. But I hope y'all gained something with this thing tonight. And we'll have some more for y'all.
Yeah, I'm being led to give a funny story. Someone might need a laugh. I did it early this morning about the pound cake on Facebook. Damn pixel. But this one is about the lasagna. We had a Christmas party at Wayne years ago. I made 2. They saved almost a whole one for me. So everybody come over and break bread. Now, when the Lord tell you to do something, listen. Jeff put it in the refrigerator. I get around to it. Put in the refrigerator. I get around to it. Went downstairs, started watching something or working on some music. Friday night, fell asleep. Saturday morning, wake up. I'm on my heat clip, bugging my lasagna. Call people. Oh, we bought. Go in the refrigerator. I see a small ass bowl. At this time, my father-in-law staying me and my wife, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I hear chuckles. Now I'm getting. That's what they laughing at. They pranking me? Wife came to me like, if you want to throw the cat out, you can, but I'm going to tell you what happened. Like, we got another one. Nico. Prison cat. Got him from the pound. Name's Nikolai. That's a prison cat. So I'm like, why do I need to throw him out? Well, remember you had the lasagna on the table and you had it covered up. Well, we were watching the movie. We didn't realize he got up on the table in the dining room. And he was walking through it eating. My heart sunk. This mother. We can only say that little corner. My first thought was, I'm going to turn to Undertaker. I'm going to tombstone that damn cat with a pile driver. And then give that a choke slam to hell. But I heard the Lord again, like, I told you more than once, put it in the refrigerator. and you didn't listen. And I'm like, I can't even do nothing to the cat because the Lord kept telling me put it up, and I didn't listen. So somebody get a good laugh at that. I mean, they said he was eating good too, walking through it. But I know I put our love in that damn food. This goddamn cat just walked off like, I didn't look at him for the rest of that December. I'm like, it's gonna be a misunderstanding. I'm gonna throw a guitar at his ass, a keyboard. It's gonna be some furniture movement. Like, you just got the nerve to walk your ass up on the table and walk through the food eating. Where these cats come from? Who do this? Like, I wish he could talk so I could cuss him out. You understand what I'm saying to him? Like, for real, you could just get a corner, bro. You walk through the whole damn pan. They started dying laughing. Okay, we can laugh, Doc. He was like, yeah, he just, I mean, it was good because he was full. He slept on his back. I'm like, this mother. So somebody get a good laugh in that story. Because I last night, I you got to listen to the Lord. Tell y'all this one. If you went on Facebook, yesterday I went to the store, bought some snacks. I ain't had pound cake in a while. Had to have some chips in the bag on the table. Went to use the bathroom, talked to my homeboy. I hear a noise. And what the hell is that? I ran out. The other cat we got from the damn main site when I went to the damn zoo, Pixel. See the ringleader. Her ass in the bag grabbing my pound cake. I'm gonna get your ass off the table. She took off like she was Michael Phelps dabbing off the damn dining room table. But she had a damn bag wrapped around her, wrong, with the chips in the bag. I'm chasing this motherfucker downstairs to get the bag off her, and you can hear the chip boom, boom, boom. And she just, oh my God, he gonna get me like, Negro, you got the bag right. I wish you could talk to you. Feel like you got the bag on you, Pixel. I'm trying to get the damn bag off your head. I finally cornered her. I get the bag off of her. Then I go find the damn pound cake, and motherfucking bit all in. Like, you gotta throw this away. Damn it. Won't let me. So I posted about like, no, cat won't let me be great. Made somebody laugh. So if anybody dealing with something, made the 2 stories about these damn cats to make you laugh. Because they need a damn job for all that stealing they doing. But if you want to be a wife, read Proverbs 31, verse 10 to 31. She's a businesswoman. She adds value to her man. Girlfriend is cool, but you don't want to stay there. Just like your boyfriend. You don't want to stay there because I'm pretty sure she dangling that carrot. But, you know, if I was a wife, you know, I'd handcuff you, blindfold you, and I'd be from the chandelier to where your toes curl. I need to get married. So it go both ways. But being adult, we need to get back to that 25. An adult can take care of themselves truly, men and women. Cook, clean, wash clothes, sew, all that. It's on YouTube. You don't know how to sew? Go look it up. So if your pants get a hole in it, you can sew it yourself. Easy. But if y'all going to come into trying to be a new corporation as one, y'all both need to be functioning adults. Because anybody got tired of me to my daddy or their mom. That's going to wear thin. Like, man, why the hell I was got to tell? What the hell? Anybody trying to raise nobody. They just want to have a good time with each other for the rest of y'all life. So if y'all do them things, y'all might have a better time. If you got some animals, watch their ass. If it's some damn sneaky ass cats, they be plotting on you. They gonna get your snacks. And I always laugh because we had a dog look like Lassie, and we used to leave our food in the dining room. He'd get on 2 legs, just, y'all better not hit that dog. We told you put y'all food up, like. But he got the nerve to be just 2 paws up. Damn, this is good ass chicken. You got food, bro. What's wrong with you damn animals? Get a job. Just saying. But we hope y'all enjoy the stories. We give everything in the ground floor, middle ground network. We're going to tell you some good stuff, some funny stuff. Balance it out. So hope y'all have a good weekend. Be safe. hydrate if you're out in these streets right now, because Detroit, like 35, that's like summer. In the wintertime, so I'm pretty sure people are out. And we'll be back next week.
Y'all have a good night.
There it goes.